Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Infinity Vision platform. Right now I'll be doing one such question that came in your JMN examination. This question came on 27th August 2020 in shift 2. So let us see this question first. Question says, height of the Victoria Fall is 63 meter. Although height of the Victoria Fall is not 63 meter, but it has been given. So what is the difference in the temperature of the water at the top and at the bottom of the fall? So for such type of question, you must remember that if certain amount of water is there at its topmost point, it has got certain temperature. So if that amount of water comes to the bottom, so obviously the entire potential and energy must be converted into heat gained by that mass of water. Okay, so obviously while it fall down, its temperature would increase. So we need not think about kinetic energy possessed by that mass. So that means entire potential energy has to be converted into gain in its heat. Okay, so what we can do is, suppose m mass of water is falling down, okay, and it is falling from the height of 63 meter. It will fall down over here. So this is the mass which have been falling from the Victoria Fall. Okay, just like this, this entire potential energy will be converted into heat gain by this mass. Okay, and heat gain by this mass can easily be expressed in the terms of ms delta T. So we can see that the potential energy must be lost in the form of heat gain. Heat gain by water. Obviously we have neglected kinetic energies. Okay, so the potential energy is m into g into h. What is heat gain? It must be equal to ms delta T. What is S over here? Specific heat of water. Specific heat of water is already given to you, which is this. So you need to find out the difference in the temperature of the water. So you need to find out delta T term. Okay. Okay, mass can easily be cancelled out. So delta T comes out to be GH by S. G value you can easily put it like 10. Okay. And what is height? Height is 63 meter. And what is specific heat of water? Specific heat of water, because all these terms are in SI system, you have to convert the specific heat of water in the terms of kg, in the terms of joule per kg per degree centigrade. In that form, it is given by specific heat of water is nothing but, because 1 calorie it is equivalent to 4.2 joule. So it can also be written as 4.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade. Okay, in the form of kg it can be easily written as 4200 joule per gram per degree centigrade. So this is the value of specific heat that we'll be using. So we'll write it as 4200. Okay, we'll solve this expression, and what you'll be getting? You'll be getting delta T comes out to be 0.147. That means after solving this, you'll be getting the first option, which is the correct option. You have to remember, you have to take the specific heat of water in kg term. Okay, so you have to take this in joule per kg. Okay, here it is kg, not gram. So joule per kg per degree centigrade. You have to take it in this form, because this would be the SI unit, because the rest other terms are in SI unit. So you need not write it like 1 calorie. So then eventually you'll be getting wrong answers. Okay, I hope this question is clear to everyone. Thank you.